Hello, hello, and a wonderful day to you. A lot of us, we stumble in life. We move through shadows, and sometimes those shadows seem to be a little endless, like a long night, right? We carry the ache and the regrets and memories of years gone by with us, like reflections on a ceaseless lake. These moments can feel cold sometimes. They linger like rain, it kind of soaks us through to the bone with this damp heaviness that we just sometimes can't seem to shake. But when we get into a quiet space, something begins to stir up, right? Our spirit, it comes into us and it whispers, it doesn't shout. It calls, but it doesn't shout. What it's saying is you're not the worst thing that you've ever done. You're more than a failure. Uh, you're more than the pain that you go through. You're more than able to rise up beyond your circumstances. Now, the past doesn't own you. It shapes you, yeah, but it doesn't imprison what you've gone through, every misstep, every cracked moment. It's part of your story, but it's not the whole story, and it certainly isn't the whole truth. The ego is just trying to dramatize it and define you by your lowest points, but the spirit, your spirit, knows better. The spirit knows love. It remembers love. It forgives. It reshapes. It beckons us to pick up that pen and hand again and start another page or paragraph, not by trying to erase what was or may have been, but by adding to and honoring what is still possible. There's a kind of grace that lives in forgiveness. And when your heart has learned to care, then even the crooked path on which forgiveness is born becomes sacred. The hardships that you've endured, they weren't meaningless. They soften the edges and they kindle a deeper kindness, as it were. They make space for a hope that lifts up, and not just you, but lifts those around you. The world may be trying to confine you as a past, right? Maybe it's been stained and tries to hold you back a bit, but your spirit moves about relatively freely, easily. And it reminds you you have courage, you have choice, you have the power to live anew and to go in another direction. And that power, it writes your anthem in your voice. It's your story, your song. Now, somewhere in the space between who you were and who you're going to be or who you're going to be flowing into, there's a beautiful rhythm that's like a good heartbeat. It's the magic and the music of humanity that's rising up in us. You're shaping your destiny with every step, even the steps that you've taken in doubt. The beauty is in the contrast. Scar and healing, falling and rising is all stitched together in the tapestry of your life. And that tapestry has weaved in it all the lessons of duality that we experience, the contrast, the good, the bad, right? So rise up with your arms lifted. I mean, not defiantly, but in victory. Stand tall, push your chest out and get some swagger in a way. Face the light, right? The truth of who you are. And tell the world, hey, I'm still here. I'm becoming a better version of myself. And I am not defined by the lowest points that I've experienced. I am defined by compassion and compassionate action. And that's the love I share. I hope you enjoyed this song, and I wish many blessings for you and for yours. Thank you.
Often you've stumbled through shadows, seemingly alone in all your ache, with mirrored memories of yesteryear like reflections on a ceaseless lake. Those moments that haunt you can be like cold and endless rain, soaking you with a damp regret that does not to dull the pain. But don't think you're just defined by the types of failures you bear. Nothing's farther from the truth, it's just the ego's dramatic flare. Those mistakes don't really own you, they're all just part of the tale. With certainty you will rise again, with certainty you will prevail. So listen to your spirit, you're not the worst thing you've ever done. You can rise up, my daughter, rise up, my son. Every broken moment has a story for us all. You hold the pen that moves by your spirit's call. It calls you to be forgiven, with a heart that's learned to care, knowing failure yields no bitter harvest when love becomes your prayer. It says the path you walk, though often crooked, still leads us all to grace. Its hardships work to kindle kindness and hope to lift the human race. The world can't really confine you to a past that's marred or stained, even though you hurt from bygone days, but don't see the purpose in the pain. Your courage to rise came from the past, you can use it to live anew. It can be the anthem of your journey, 'cause it's your voice that brings it through. So listen to your spirit, you're not the worst thing you've ever done. You can rise up, my daughter, rise up, my son. Every broken moment has a story for us all. You hold the pen that moves by your spirit's call. In the space between who you were and who it is that you're becoming, flows a vibrant song of humanity, a strong heartbeat, a steady drumming. Yes, the world may try to trap you, but inside you're completely free. In each direction, in every step, you're shaping your destiny. So listen to your spirit, you're not the worst thing you've ever done. You can rise up, my daughter, rise up, my son. Every broken moment has a story for us all. You hold the pen that moves by your spirit's call. You can stand tall, stand proud, face the light. Your journey is a tapestry woven day and night, stitched with threads of courage. Each and every day they bind your life to love and hope along the way. You are every step you've taken, you've earned every scar you bear, but you're not defined by your lowest points. You're defined by the love you share. You're not defined by your lowest points. You're defined by the love you share.